When it comes to compact sport cars, there's a few to name, especially from Germany. There's the Audi RS3, there's the CLA 45S, and the BMW M2 Competition. Good news, we have tested 2 out of the 3 already.
This is the last of the trio. This is a BMW M2 Competition, and
let's see what's better.
In the world of big, powerful sedans, one might wonder, why should you go for a lighter and more nimble car? And that, my friends, is due to one reason alone: a better driving experience.
Let's talk about that, but let me reframe it. The BMW M2 Competition gets the same engine as the M3 or the M4, which is the S55 engine, and this puts out 410 horsepower and 550 Newton meters of torque. But this car is tuned, this specific car is tuned, it puts out 450 horsepower and 650 Newton meters of torque.
But that doesn't answer the question. Why would you prefer the M2 over a M3 or an M4?
I mean, it's smaller than an M3 or an M4. It's less powerful and it's slightly cheaper than a used M3 or an M4. But that's where the driving experience comes into play. It's got a shorter wheelbase, it's got the same braking system as an M4, and it's got a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and we all know dual clutches are much more fun, especially around the hills, because snap, snap, snap.
Price-wise, in 2024, you can pick up an M2 Competition anywhere from $55,000 all the way up to $100,000, and honestly, it's not a bad deal.
And in my opinion, it's got the best front end an M car gets.
now before we go on to the exterior, let's talk about the competition. You get the RS3, you got the CLA 45S, and this is the only one that gets rear-wheel drive. The Audi gets a quattro system, and the CLA 45 gets a 4MATIC system, which means this is more fun to drive.
As I said before, I really do think that the M2 Competition has got the best looking front end any M car has got. I mean, it looks pretty and aggressive, not pretty aggressive, it looks pretty and aggressive. And the newer ones, I don't really think they look as good because I think they look a bit boring and mind-numbing compared to this. This is peak BMW design team.
Thanks to the beautifully designed headlights, the aggressive bumper, and the M hood, all of it combined makes this design timeless.
Moving on to the side, now it is quite apparent that this is a shorter wheelbase. And out of the competition, this is the only car that has 2 doors compared to the 4 doors that the CLA and the RS3 gets. Now, the side mirrors aren't as fixable as the other M cars, shout out to Matt Watson. And the wheels, the standard car gets 19-inch alloys at the front and the back, but this gets upgraded wheels which are 18 inches, and yes, they're 1 inch lower compared to the standard ones, but they have a fatter tire profile, and these do look good. They are BBS wheels as well, and this car has got heaps of mods which I will list here. One thing that this and the new M2 have in common is the fact that the front is not as beautifully designed at the front. But I will have to say that this looks better than the new M2 because the new M2 looked a bit too boxy, and this looks much sportier.
Nevertheless, you do get a beautifully designed rear bumper, a M2 Competition badge, and aggressive rear tail lights.
You do get fat or thick rear fenders, and they do look quite nice. But I have to say, overall, this is the M2 to get. The new M2 doesn't look as good as this inside the F87 M2 Competition. Now, the only reason I would recommend the newer M2 is because of the interior. But that doesn't mean that this is boring. This is in fact timeless, and let me show you why. The steering wheel is upgraded compared to the standard one, and it has a bit of Alcantara which feels nice. Infotainment system, it is mainly analog, and there's a bit of a digital screen over here. It does look quite beautiful. Moving on to the infotainment system, pretty simple, looks high quality, and gets Apple CarPlay. And the design, it looks quite classic. There's not much going on, which is good because even if you're in 2024, even though this is a 2019 car, it looks fairly modern. Now, dry carbon fiber all over here, dry carbon fiber on the dash as well, and it does look quite nice. Storage space, you get 2 cup holders here which are usable, so that's good. Seats, now fully leather, they are heated and they are electronically adjustable, so overall the interior does look quite nice. I do prefer this, especially due to the upgraded steering wheel, so it does look better compared to the boring steering wheel that the M cars give you, unfortunately. And the back seats, not gonna test that because I already know I'm not gonna fit. I don't think Gavin's gonna fit either, but it is quite spacious for your luggage. But apart from that, quite nice. I actually prefer this.
The M2 Competition, or as I like to call it, the M4 Lite, gets a few cool features that I should mention.
Something I really love from the M division is the attention to detail. You get M sitting on the seat belt and M sitting on the steering wheel. Despite M cars being a bit skimpy on luxury, there is an option to get a heated steering wheel for the M2. This car gets a wireless charger. If you have an Android, which is a big one, you can't really use it, but if you have an iPhone, you still can't use it. But anyway, it gets a wireless charger and it's honorable mention because this is a 2019 car and having that is quite nice.
Gavin's here to prove Einstein correct, so here's some annoying features of the car.
Something we always said with the F-Series cars is that there is an uncanny resemblance to the non-M cars. It gets a basic key and a basic interior. Finally, if you're a glue-sniffing Android user like Dinuk and you've finally saved up to buy an M2, you cannot use Android Auto. So shout out to Apple, you can only use Apple CarPlay.
Okay, let's go for a drive in the M2 Competition. Before we say anything, the suspension now, it is stiff.
It is quite stiff, yes.
But wow! What
This
a
is
car!
just-
It's like a proper sports car. And let's test out the acceleration. Shifting down to the third gear and wow! Wow! That is quick.
That
And
was fun.
it's very tail happy. This is the very first BMW that's very tail happy. And it's not just that, it's very controllable.
Yeah.
It slides out a bit, but then it doesn't go too much. The second you take your foot off the throttle, it corrects itself. And wow.
And the sliding out, it's not like the
C63S.
C63S. It's just more, it's subtle, but you notice as well.
Yeah. Wow. Steering is quite accurate on this car. It is so precise. It is very lightweight as well. And for a car with 400 horsepower, which just drives the rear wheels, it is quite surprising.
And mind you, this vehicle is, the owner daily drives this.
Yes.
So he would be one happy man every single day, my god.
Literally. Imagine having to daily drive this car. Oh my god, it would be the best thing. The transmission, very snappy. We're in fourth gear, third, and let's shift up. Fourth, fifth, sixth. Wow, snappy. And that's why I love a dual clutch. There's no delay at all. I mean, literally, just jump 3 gears, bang, bang, bang.
It's very
so
quick, it's just perfect. There is no lag between it, so that always helps.
Yes. And I really have to say, this might be better than the CLA and the RS3 because this is so much more fun. Probably because there's a stage 2 tune as well. But I also have to say, when it comes to luxury wise, sound insulation isn't the best. There's a lot of tire noise. But boy, this is put a smile in your face.
Yes, it is. But if you do buy this, you wouldn't be looking at the luxury effects of it.
Yeah.
You would.
I mean, why buy a M2 Competition and then worry about luxury?
Exactly.
Wow. What a car. Amazing. I love this. I think this is the most fun we've had out of the 3 cars we've tested so far.
And now for the final thoughts of the M2 Comp.
And I'll start with that. This is so much fun. Unlike the RS3 and the CLA 45S, I think this is the car that will put a smile on your face, and the way it performs, the way it handles, this suspension, even though it's the stiffest thing on earth,
And it's just perfect.
it is literally the perfect sports car.
Yeah.
And the owner daily drives. How amazing,
That would make me so happy.
right?
It's like,
Because listen, exterior wise, I do love the design of the car. Gearbox is perfect. That dual clutch, oh my god, it is the most responsive thing. Steering, it does understeer a little.
bit. It's not that
It's not too bad,
It's not too bad, yeah.
but it's quite fun. Gavin, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts, it would be just perfect. If I got to daily drive this vehicle, I would be the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
Very probably. But yeah, this is just, it's just beautiful. And out of the trio, I think I'll have to pick this. Yes, there is a lot of differences between the other two, but this is just perfect. Like, it's perfect.
This is more, what's the word? This is more driver's feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the driving experience is so much better. It's so much better, and this is literally the most fun M car we've tested on the channel. I mean, we've driven a M3 with 600 horsepower. We've driven a M4 CS, and this is just in a different league. Wow, what a good job from BMW. I love this guy. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 for me as
It's the
well.
first 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 I've given it in a long time.
And it's the first, I think, that we have both given a 10 out of 10.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's like all the annoying things about this car, you don't really care about it when you drive it. And we're yapping for too long. The video was supposed to be around 7 minutes, but my god, this is just crazy. It's so good. It's the perfect M car.
Yep.
And oh, we've also tested the M3 Touring. I mean, we didn't get to drive it properly, but this is just wow.
Beautiful.
It's wow. It's 10 out of 10. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.
Yep.